Good Wednesday morning to you. Welcome to the Silver, Black, and White Daily Update from 48minutesofhell.com. My name is Andrew McNeil. Currently, the Spurs are giving up the 6th highest three-point percentage in the league. Now, this was supposed to be something that the Spurs were emphasizing coming into this year, their three-point defense. But it doesn't appear that they've made a whole lot of inroads in that work. The Spurs are actually giving up the 7th fewest attempts in the league this year, which is good. But as I said, they're giving up a very high percentage when they do allow those looks. Last year, the Spurs were giving up the 12th highest percentage, so they're a little more middle of the road then. But they were giving up the 5th fewest attempts in the league. So this is something that, it's going to ebb and flow as the season goes on, but it's clearly something the Spurs were trying to emphasize, and they're not quite there yet. Also, one of the things that's good to look at over the season is five-man units, five-man lineups, seeing which players play well together. Well, that's kind of a problem with the Spurs because there are 39 other lineups across the league, 39 other five-man lineups across the league that are playing more minutes together than the Spurs' top five-man lineup. So it makes it hard to kind of get a handle on which players are playing well together for the Spurs. And we know why this is. And part of it's injuries, part of it is because Pop just doesn't play guys a lot together. So this is something that it's kind of hard to really tell which players are playing well together. The Spurs' top lineup in terms of net efficiency, the difference between defensive efficiency and offensive efficiency, has only played 61 total minutes together this season. And this is of lineups that have played at least 50 minutes together. So it's really tough to kind of get a handle on which Spurs groups are really playing well together because it's kind of a small sample size. Also, our last update for today, this AllStar voting results have been released. At least the latest batch of them were released at the end of last week. Tim Duncan is 6th in front court voting with about 385,000, which is pretty far behind the leader, Kevin Durant, who has over 1 million votes. Kawhi Leonard is actually 15th in front court voting, which is a little surprising, but then when you look at the other players ahead of him, guys like Chandler Parsons and Omer Asik, maybe it's not all that surprising. Tony Parker's in the mix for the backcourt spot. He's 6th right now with about 195,000 votes, which is pretty far behind the leader, Kobe Bryant, who has 844,000 votes. And frankly, it's kind of sad because Kobe's played 5 games this season, something like that. So it's a little disheartening to see the fans still voting in guys like that. But we've seen over the years that just frankly happens. That's your update for today. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out 40minutesofhell.com for more coverage, and we'll see you again tomorrow.